Hello, I'm your host, the Diggity Diggity Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, our first guest is a Bronx School of Science alumni, and well, currently serves as the Senior Plan and Control Manager for Suffolk Renovation. So he joins us today to speak about the latest renovation plans on a New York City hotel. Watch out. You know about it too. It's near and dear to his heart and so much more. So please welcome to the show, Medwin Chang. Medwin, welcome. How are you?
Good morning, Dr. Bobby. Well, first of all, thanks for having me as a guest on the show. So I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah. So you've been working on this. You've been thinking about this project for some time. First of all, tell me how you got into doing what you do.
So I would say New York has always been a big part of my life. You know, like you mentioned, I went to Bronx High School of Science. Always been sort of a New Yorker for most part of my life. And I just want to kind of throw a quick shout out to Bronx Science. It's definitely one of the best times of my life. There's so many wonderful memories. But a little bit about myself. I have a background in mechanical engineering, and I entered the construction industry on a whim with a friend's referral at the time. But the incredible thing is, like after all these years, I never looked back or regretted that decision.
Yeah.
And I actually discovered that I was able to really excel in my specific role in the construction industry, and I had the honor of working some amazing projects in New York. So I'm just glad I can come on today and share some of that with you today.
Yeah. So how did you get into the career of construction? Did you learn all of that from the Bronx High School of Science?
So, I mean, I think Bronx Science definitely set me in the right path of the STEM career. It definitely prepped me on the science and math parts of what I need on a day to day. And actually, I don't think I really ever really consider construction. I think a lot of people don't really think about it either.
Yeah.
But when you actually take a second to look around you, construction is really everywhere in every part of our community.
I know.
So I'm just actually really glad that I'm able to provide back to the community that I grew up in.
Well, you know, I have a lot of friends in the construction business. I'm going to send them all over to you. There's like
All
a
right.
whole football team full of people. No, I'm kidding. But we love the great work that you're doing in our community. Can you tell us about the Suffolk Construction company and its role in our community?
Absolutely. So Suffolk is a national company that builds, innovates, and invests. And I would say the Suffolk Construction presence in New York has grown steadily over the past few years. And now we have currently 20 active projects within the city.
Yeah.
And so, like, what excites me the most is the kind of projects we take on as a contractor, right? And we're also a big proponent on embracing new technology when it comes to construction.
Wow.
And one project that comes to mind is the new KIPP Middle School we actually just
Oh,
completed.
yeah. Yeah.
So that's like an exciting project I want to just kind of highlight. I actually personally know one of the Suffolk employee that also worked on it, and he's actually on my team now.
Yeah.
So
That's the school right off of the concourse, right? In the Bronx?
I believe so. Yes,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
middle school that was completed just this past fall.
Yeah, I used to visit them and put them on the radio early in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wonderful.
So
And then you're
so that's
working on another project, the Waldorf Astoria project. Why is that so important to you to lead this construction project at the Waldorf?
So for me, I think the Waldorf Astoria Hotel actually holds a special place in my heart. I'm not sure if the audience knows, but the Bronx Science had a long-standing tradition of hosting the senior prom at Waldorf Astoria Hotel.
Yeah.
And oh, geez, that's the picture of me back then for sure. The funny part is, like I would say, back in 2008 when I attended prom, I didn't even think much about the hotel itself or the historical significance. But then 14 years later, you know, here I am approached by Suffolk to take the lead on the project. And as I looked at some of the buildings, I'm like, this is invoking some really vague memories and
Yeah.
also
Wow.
strange. So I started piecing two and two together. I'm like, wait a second, I went to prom there. And now,
Yeah.
like, to be able to work on the same ballroom that I danced on all those years ago, it's a little bit surreal for me.
Yeah. Are you still in touch with the girl that you went to the prom with?
Unfortunately, not.
Good answer. Wait, but but it has to be something special, dear near and dear to your heart, you know, to be able to dance on that floor. Now they're asking you to lead the construction on it. You know, that's a great feeling, isn't it?
I take walks out to the job site and I stand in the same ballroom. I look up and then this is just like I kind of just close my eyes for a second. I think back to all those years ago, and it's just I'm just so glad I have the opportunity to really restore this ballroom back to the original state, and so that way other people in the future can also have the same experience that I have in the past.
Yeah, you know what? You weren't prompted to call some of your friends and say, "Hey, remember the prom that we went to?
You know,
I'm on this project."
Funny enough, I did talk to some of my closest friends from high school at the time. I'm like, you guys won't believe the project I'm on.
Yeah.
But I'm on the hotel now that we had prom at. So like, that was definitely a cool, fun little discussion I had.
Medwin, I know I would have. Hey, guess what? Remember that prom? We had some fun that night. Man. Guess what? I'm going to renovate that whole place, and we got to get together and come back and do it again. A reunion.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just kicking something up here.
Definitely a lot of fun memories.
But what are the basic processes that goes into a preparation and start to end construction project like this?
So, Dr. Bob, that's a great question because I would say there's just so many moving parts for a project as big as the Waldorf Astoria. Just kind of go over some of the highlights. You know, we have to estimate the budget, come up with a schedule, pre-construction planning, think about safety, bring all the necessary subcontractors on board, and then oversee all the actual field work side by side with architect and engineers throughout the whole entire project, and then pass inspection. Like, there's so many moving parts.
Yeah.
For the things that I'm directly involved in, at least, you know, we use technology such as 3D scanning of the building, and then be able to overlay that with a 3D model of the building. And so with all that information, we can then plan accordingly, identify potential issues all before they happen in the field. So there's like a lot of things that go on into just a project like this.
Yeah, I could imagine. So everything is in a room first and then on a computer, and then you work everything out from there.
Yeah, a lot of it is definitely kind of take on the technology and the virtual part of this, all to kind of plan ahead before we get into construction.
I got about 30 seconds left, but would you like to shout out some of your crew members who are working with you?
I mean, so there's just everyone. I would say basically everyone. There's just such a big team we have here helping out at the Waldorf. All the trade partner, our clients. We couldn't be happier to be involved on the project. But if I had to say one person, I would say definitely my general superintendent, Carmine Bavia. He is just such an amazing individual. He's definitely bringing the whole entire field team together.
Beautiful. Hey, listen, you know, thank you for all the work that you're doing in our community and everything that you're putting together. We're going to check it out when it's all said and done, all right?
Sounds good.
You got it. Medwin Chang, Senior Plan and Control Manager, Suffolk Construction. We appreciate you and thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely, Dr. Bobby. I'm happy to be here as well.
Got it. Come back again. All right, we're going to take a quick break. I've got more. We're going to be strong coming back next on Open.